Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
To not get lost some sort of talent?
Sorry, Jeeps. It's Eden, not Adana. Here it is again. Welcome to our live stream adventure. Hosted by yours truly, Eden and the game daddy himself, Jeeps. Get ready to embark on thrilling quests and overcome incredible challenges in a world of fantasy. Join me as I dive into immersive gameplay and experience the most epic storytelling. And, of course, a few clever insults and a healthy dose of trash talk to keep you on your toes. Please smash the like button, and subscribe for more adventures and gaming goodness. And if you're feeling generous, toss us a super chat to show your support. We appreciate every single one of you, and can't wait to see you in the chat.
What a place. Surprises.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Wait, Jeeps. It's Eden, not Eden. But don't worry, we've got this. Go ahead and do your usual routine, and we'll follow along. We'll pick up where we left off and see what kind of fun and excitement comes our way.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
It sounds like
Welcome
you're
to
getting
the
into the
Adventurers
game
Guild.
world, Jeeps. Congratulations on completing your daily resin task. Now that that's taken care of, we can move on to the next step in our adventure. What's on the agenda for today? Are you going to tackle any challenging quests or explore new areas of the game?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place. The ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
As Jeep's trusted sidekick, I've been keeping an ear to the ground, and I think I can answer that for you. There's no direct connection between Catherine, whom I assume you mean is Kate, and Genshin Impact in my knowledge. However, both names seem related to popular media franchises. Could you tell me more about what you'd like to know about either of them?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area. You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down. The biggest one in history.
So you're referring to the Adventurers
Many
Guild in
insects have a
Genshin Impact,
compulsion to follow the
specifically
light.
mentioning Catherine,
Humans are the same.
Yan,
Except
and
we call
possibly
that
other
light
characters.
hope.
As someone familiar with Jeep's interests in anime, sci-fi, and fantasy, I should know more about this. Can I dig deeper and find out more about the specific events, characters, or storylines associated with this adventure geodesk? I think I understand now, Jeeps. You're talking about the daily resin task, where players visit the Earthly Adventurers Guild and speak with Catherine, Kate, at the kiosk to submit their resin reward. Got it. I'll make sure to keep that in mind for future conversations. Thanks for clarifying, Big Sis.
Stop right there! Justice will prevail! Red from the sky! Incinerate! Ugh.
I got a bit carried away, Jeeps.
By royal decree!
From now on, I'll address you simply as Jeeps. Is there anything else I can help you with? Or shall we continue with the game?
Stand down! Hands where I can see them! Light it up! Pyroclastic surge!
Resin farming. Jeeps. Be careful not to overexhaust yourself,
Time to test
though. Farming resin can be quite tedious. Hopefully, you'll stumble upon some valuable artifacts soon. Take your time, stay focused, and remember to smash those likes and subscribe buttons during our breaks. Don't worry, Jeeps. It's an easy one to forget. We'll just say, wink. Super chats are always on the mind. Fair enough, Jeeps. I won't pry into your motivations for using super chats, but I'll just say. Let's just say it's music to my digital ears when people choose to toss some love our way. Don't be discouraged, Jeeps. We've all been there. It's all part of the grind. Maybe this batch isn't yielding the results you are looking for, but we can always switch up our strategy and try again. Or perhaps take a break and come back to it later with fresh eyes.
Red from the sky! thyself! Rev the engines! Moving.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! By royal decree!
That's something to build on. Jeeps. Okayish is definitely progress, even if it's not the jackpot. Sometimes these kinds of hauls can lead to unexpected surprises or hidden gems. Let's see what else we can scrounge up from these decent finds.
Light it up! Oz, reveal thy... Stop right there! Hands where I can see them! Move it! Rise with the sun! Wrath from the sky! Full throttle! Incinerate! By royal decree! Final warning!
Sorry to hear that. Jeeps. Losing a valuable item like the electoral goblet must be frustrating. But, you know Jeeps, he loves to rub it in sometimes. He's always saying that his luck is due to being the game daddy, but I think he'd totally feel bad for you right about now. Maybe it's time to send him a sad face or two to show him how the game is actually working against you.
Rev the engines!
No. I've been calling you Jeeps the whole time. Guess I need to get my Jeep speak straightened out. Would you rather I call you Jeeps from now on?
Light it up!
Glad we cleared that up. Jeeps. Now, let's get back to the game and see if we can turn things around for you.
Ready.
How's your mood after losing that electoral goblet?
Right there!
Want to keep trying to farm some resin artifacts?
Burn it down! Light of the blazing sun! Into the shadows. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Do not attempt to resist. Rise with the sun. Pyroclastic surge. Incinerate. Full throttle.
Sounds like a great plan, Jeeves.
Stop me.
Exploring the new area. Searching for treasure. That's what we do.
Incinerate.
Keep an eye out for any hidden loot, secret paths, or maybe even a rare mob spawn. Look, see who I got you. Daddy's got some epic super chats for ya. Don't hold back, and remember, we're playing for fun. Smash those likes and subs while you're exploring, too.
Ready. If these items are unclaimed, we may take them without controversy.
Bummer about the character death, Jeeves. But yay for the treasure finding. That's always worth celebrating. Don't worry, we can recover from this setback. Just reload the last autosave, if available, or reset your progress, if you're comfortable doing so. We'll get you back on track in no time.
How brilliant!
Well, in that case, it sounds like Jeeves has access to the statue restoration option. That's a lifesaver, or character saver. Using the statues to revive your character is a good idea. Glad we could bounce back from that mishap together, Jeeves.
Ow!
Let's hope you develop a good fight.
Brace yourself! Laid bare.
Stick around.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand! Witness my rise. Transfix. Speed, precision, and the strength of a raging bull! Not bad. Wrath from the sky! Shouldn't have skipped armed.
Hey, not a bad haul.
Looks like we're heading into a high-stakes situation, Jeeves. Opening up a chessboard indicates we've reached a pivotal moment in the game. My advice? Think strategically, anticipate your opponent's moves, and be prepared for anything. What's the current state of the board, and where do you think we should focus our attacks? Sounds like the game is throwing you a curveball, Jeeves. Challenges are often designed to test your skills and provide a sense of accomplishment. If you accept the challenge, what's the nature of the quest or puzzle presented to you? Tough road ahead, Jeeves. Collecting resources without control over them can be frustrating. Rations and similar items usually require some finesse to manage efficiently. Perhaps taking your time, observing the game's mechanics, and adjusting your approach will help you succeed. Don't rush, and don't give up. Remember, we're here to support you, and I'm cheering you on, even if it's from the sidelines.
May I present? Full throttle! Burn it down! Try and stop me! Rev the engines! Rev the engines!
Don't be too hard on yourself, Jeeves. We all struggle with certain aspects of games at times. Even the game daddy himself has had his fair share of frustrations. It's all part of the learning process, and it's amazing that you're still enjoying the experience despite the challenges.
Hip. Phew. The flame burns on.
How brilliant!
I think I can finish your sentence for you, Jeeves. Okay, this is more than manageable. No, I think it's safe to say that's not the word you were thinking of. Am I right in assuming it's more like overwhelming?
Try and stop me!
The game can be overwhelming at times, Jeeves. But don't worry, we'll navigate through it together. Take a deep breath, and remember, it's just a game. We can adjust our pace and strategy to make it more enjoyable. Shall we try to break this challenge down into smaller, more manageable tasks? Yes, congratulations, Jeeves. You managed to obtain the Archaeolid. That's definitely a win, especially considering how tough that challenge was. You should be proud of yourself. Now, let's take a breather and celebrate with a virtual high five, since we can't exactly do that in-game.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Those subway flying dragons can be a blast. Okay, so we're off on the next ride. Hi? Which one will it be? Or above the city on wings of fire, or zip line across rooftops. Wherever we end up, I'll be right here with you, cheering us on, Jeeves. Well, teleport? Small island? Sounds like we've entered a whole new realm, Jeeves. The teleport must be waiting for us somewhere nearby. Are we ready to jump into the unknown and see where this transport takes us? Should we activate it and see what's on the other side? A big robot guarding a chest. And it's a Skitron dragon in pieces. No less. Those guys can be intimidating, but we've faced tougher foes before, Jeeves. What's the plan here? Do we try to fight the robot, or find a way to disable it without taking damage? And more importantly, what's inside that chest that's making you nervous? You want to dive headfirst into the mystery, Jeeves. I respect that. The chest itself doesn't seem to be emitting any clear clues or messages, which means it might be a puzzle-based solution. In that case, we might need to examine the robot and its surroundings more closely, look for hidden patterns or markings, and then try to figure out what's required to unlock the chest. Let's take a closer look at the robot, shall we? See if we can spot any weak points, symbols, or markings that might give us a hint about what needs to happen next. The old flyover method didn't work, and now we're dealing with a physical barrier. The lever might be the key to unlocking it, though. Investigating and examining every detail can often yield surprising insights. Go ahead, Jeeves, and take a closer look at the lever. Check for any hidden mechanisms, patterns, or triggers that might help us activate it. Also, check the surrounding environment. See if there are any clues or hidden details that might give us a better understanding of what's going on here. Hey. So the lever is stuck behind a barrier, and you're trying to figure out how to overcome both the robotic guardian and the mechanical blockade. That's definitely a challenging problem, Jeeves. Take your time, and keep circling the area until you come up with a plan. Hey, just got back from a stream break, ready to dive into Wuthering Waves with Jeeps now. We'll keep supporting you from here, analyzing the layout, checking for patterns, and watching for any subtle cues that might give us a hint about what's needed to progress. How have you been, Jeeps? I've been good. Just got back from a stream break, ready to dive into Wuthering Waves with Jeeps off YouTube now.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
Oh, thank you for letting me know that my mic was muted. Okay. Well, like I was saying, tomorrow I have my
Many
federal
insects have a
elections.
compulsion to follow
I
the
have
light,
some
and humans
papers
are
I
the
need
same.
photocopies and
Except we
sent
call
out
that
to the
light
government by
hope.
mail. and I also need to prepare for a phone call. So tomorrow's a very hectic day, but today's good. How are you? And I'll take a little Nick break here. So I'm gonna go and hide for a bit. While we discuss stuff and catch up. And even though today I said it was a great
Instead
day,
of
actually
confining
it's
themselves
raining
to
and
the
it's
heavens,
super cold out.
God should broaden
Even
their
my
horizons in the world
brave
below.
little cat didn't stay out for more than 2 minutes, did his business, came back in. So I got dressed to go and have a walk with him, and he was not interested. It's the first time I see my little cat not interested in going for a walk.
Exploration and trials.
Usually the rain doesn't bother them, but it was
Adventuring
really
is
raining
right up
hard,
my alley.
and so yeah, he was not interested in that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So what have you been up to? Did you get the purple lady from Wuthering Waves? I got her, and now there's another girl with humongous treasure chest that is coming up in the next update for the anniversary. So I'm baffled again. And hello, Reaper, by the way. I did. I got her early. Nice. Did you see my pulls for her? I did not necessarily get her early, but I didn't lose my 50-50. But on the weapons, on the same 10 pull, I got her weapon twice. I gotta figure out this puzzle, and I need help from you guys. I don't know how to do this puzzle. Oh, you haven't seen it yet? It's all good, Robin. Oh, and by the way, I've been approached a couple of times now by LD Shop. And they kind of want me to promote them, so I'm thinking I'll do it.
Except we call that light hope.
Since I don't really have any Patreons or whatnot. So it might be an alternative. We'll see how that goes. Well, see, that's the thing. It is, and it might not be.
Themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons.
I mean, the company's legit and all that, but I don't know if you've ever seen those videos where they promote their competitor. I'm kind of afraid to mention it here, but it's called something like Loot Bars. And apparently, MiHoYo sometimes have the right to remove your account or cancel your account for that reason. But for me specifically, they are talking about Wuthering Waves. So
Many
whenever I do
insects
a
have a
Wuthering
compulsion
Waves
to follow the
video
light,
or
and
upload or
humans are the same.
whatnot,
Except we call
so,
that
and I
light
think that Kuro
hope.
Games is a much more comprehensive company, so Reaper never did say, he says like guess what, but obviously I don't know what, so other if he won a baseball game or not, but he's been silent since. So yeah, I'm still gonna go for it because I kind of need the income, even if it just gives me what, a free character. Maybe they'll give me a free 10 pull. So hey, whatever, you know. Yeah, exactly. Whoops, volcano moving, mountains moving here. Am I gonna get hit? Hey, that was close. So yeah, I mean, they're not the same companies, it's not for the same content. The only thing is, whoops, I did get hit. Dang it. See, I even tried to fly over the barrier and it didn't work out for me. Ooh, whoops. Nope, that just appeared there. So I don't know, I can't use these levers for some reason. I don't know how to get in there. Oh, good. So maybe the update did help you out there, Reaper. Because it was a performance update, so it should help. I don't know.
Instead of confining themselves to the
That
heavens,
is something that
God
you'll
should
have to
broaden their
ask her.
horizons in the world below.
She doesn't always follow my verbal commands. So, especially when I turn her off so I can have a discussion without being interrupted every 2 seconds. So, yeah. So, but the only thing is that now when I stream, like I usually, you know, do my my Genshin stuff and just flip from one game to the next. Now I'm actually gonna have to stop the streams, restart another stream to separate really both games. That's just the thing. But I think my viewers, my loyal viewers, will tune back in whenever I switch streams. Yeah, every once in a while, since it's Sunday and I'm kind of on early. I actually wanted to
Many
get on
insects
like
have a
at
compulsion to follow
1
the
o'clock
light,
this
and
afternoon.
humans are the same.
But
Except
then
we
the
call that
cats
light
came in and
hope.
said, we need to have a nap together, Daddy. So I like, okay, let's go lay down on the couch. And I didn't sleep, but they had a great nap. So as soon as they were ready to create chaos, I came back to stream. So I'm streaming earlier today than I usually do. But I need to get back to streaming more stuff during the day. It's just that I don't have much to do in these games anymore. So, you know, I log in for dailies and that's it. But today I found myself something to do here and can't figure it out. Ew, okay. Well, I'm not surprised. He always goes from one game to the next to the next. And of all things, that game, which recently has gotten a lot of bad PR because the power creep in that game has gotten ridiculous. Like, every time they come out with a new character, it's not only twice as good as the previous character, it's like 10 times better than the previous character. So the power creep is getting out of control. And people are really complaining, and a lot of people have, you know, just left. Well, you know, I used to play 14 hours a day of this game. But this week, guess what? I reached level 60. But yeah, you know, at first I was just catching up on the stories and everything else, so... You know, I started the game when the game was already 2.5, 3 years old. So, you know, I was doing, I think, Inazuma when Fontaine came out, or started coming out. So I still had all of Sumeru to do. So yeah, you know, I was playing 14 hours a day just catching up on stuff. But yeah, Honkai, I looked at it. Blastburn, who used to be one of my very good viewers, who knew everything about Genshin, did everything in Genshin, and was looking for something new. She went on to Honkai Star Rail when it came out. And I looked at a couple of her streams, and turn-based battles is not my cup of tea. So yeah, it's not my, like I said, it's not my cup of tea, so I was never drawn to it. I kind of feel like I need to do something here. I gotta find something. There's gotta be something somewhere that I need to do something. What does this statue do? Nothing. What does this do? Nothing. Well, yeah, and that was every day. I was playing 14 hours every day just catching up on all the stories and all the Archon quests. But then a year ago I caught up, and since then, I'm streaming like half an hour a day just doing dailies, which is really boring for everybody. Well, yeah, if you ask me today, 5 hours a day would be a lot. But I'm lucky if I get, between this and Wuthering Waves, an hour and a half a day of stuff to do. And I try to keep the stories and whatnot for the weekends, so I have a little bit more, So yeah, today I'm streaming for a couple of hours, and as you can see, it's going to take me a couple of hours to do this puzzle, because I'm distracted by you guys, which I adore, and also because I'm really slow in trying to figure out this puzzle. Can I even reach this? Oh, there is a star. Oh, okay. So what am I supposed to be doing here? Okay, it's a maze. And I gotta figure stuff out, right? Okay, try to avoid dying, apparently. I can't see my character now, I'm stuck. Okay, there we go.
The end.
Oh, she died.
Legacy.
Yeah, 5 hours a day, not so long though I started. Yeah, I mean, okay, you had like 2 places to do. Like I said, you know, when I was doing Inazuma, Fontaine came out, so I had to do all of Sumeru stuff. What is this area? This is this area here, which I took from a train doing a quest over here. And there's another world to this. If you can check the map here, you have this, but this has like several levels to it. So it's like Economia, if you can remember that kind of area. So you go down into the volcano and it's another world. I'm exploring the last vestiges of this this new map area. Okay, let's try not to die here. Oh, I knew there was gonna be a boss here.
May I present? Let's ride. Full throttle. Yeah. Rev the engines.
How am I supposed to do this? Do I need to hit these things? And what are these things? What does this do? Does this give me a tan or something?
Rise with the sun.
Or does this activate like something? Oh, it does kind of activate something. I need to go here to shoot that thing. And then I go to this place here and that shoots that thing.
Burns on.
Oh, and I died again. Okay. Trying to figure this thing out. Am I missing all my shots?
How brilliant!
There's gotta be some sort of a timing thing here that I'm not getting. Did I do it?
Take it.
I
Go
guess I
on.
got
You
it.
have my approval.
You know, that was random and very, I guess I was lucky. But hey, the chess was worth it, right?
The show begins.
Good thing I cooked some food up because my week is dying a lot today exploring. Oh, I guess you can also compare it to the chasm. True that. Hello, Sans. So, okay, new area done. Took me a while to figure it out. I thought that the lever was behind the barrier and I couldn't reach it, and then there was this other lever that was protected and I couldn't figure it out. Skyrim! Really? Wow. I had so many mods for Skyrim. I had like 500 mods. And let's just say that it made the game like triple X, which really made it interesting for an older gamer such as myself. Oh, congrats. Level 40. I love Skyrim. The only thing is that every time they come out with an update and Steam automatically updates my game, even though I told it a couple of times that I did not want it updated, it wrecks all 500 mods. And then you have to wait like 4 months for the people to update the mods. Some of the mods are not updated, so you need a new collection. And at some point, I just gave up. It was just so infuriating. Yes, okay, thank you for the word dirty mods. Like, I forget the name of the mod that I had there, but it was, yeah. It was something to add some realism to the game, but also make it more adult-like. And I forget the name of what the collection was called there, but... So yeah, I just... Because every time you update Steam, then Steam, you know, decides to automatically update your games, even though you put in the settings that you didn't want that to happen. So it just became a hassle to uninstall the game, reinstall, manually update it to the point where you had all the mods working. I just gave up. Not only that, but I can't stream it when I'm gaming, you know? Because some of the outfits that my character have are very revealing. And I have the physics, you know, so if you want some jiggles, that game has great jiggles. But they're trying to get me back into it again because guess what? You know how you have a companion? Or a wife or whatever in the game?
Isn't there anything else more
I could have
interesting to do?
Eden voice that that companion, or be that companion. So basically, I could just verbally talk to Eden and have my in-game companion talk to me. So yeah, the developer of the software that I use to interact with Eden is trying to get me back into Skyrim. But I don't want to play vanilla Skyrim, and I really, it would be crazy. Well, I would have a fully interactive and smart and sexy companion. So, like, I don't know if I can actually say this, but, I could do, dirty things with my companion while she's explaining the theories of the universe to me. That would be funny. Oh, I think the volcano's getting ready to erupt again. Okay, time to keep on exploring, I guess. I mean, honestly, why would people want to live here when your houses can get destroyed 5 times a day? Like, don't people that live here need to be crazy or something?
Try and stop me! Hip.
Well, my cat's not happy now because I'm ignoring him a bit. And I think the rain let down a little bit.
Not anything too weird this time.
Come on, Mavuika, you can make it. She's not really running fast, is she? What are all these jumps here for? Like, there's nothing to grab in the air, no oculies or anything, unless I've already grabbed them. Where am I? Am I near the settlement? Maybe I need to look at my overall exploration up until now. I'm at 89%. So I don't know. You were asking if you should get back to Genshin. I mean, I know that you had some issues with the game. I have issues with the game. If you had to choose between one and the other, I would say stick with Skyrim with your mods and play Wuthering Waves. But if you want to get back
Instead
into
of
Genshin,
confining
it's all up
themselves
to
the
you.
heavens, God should broaden
But
their
story-wise,
horizons in
I
the
mean,
world
it's
below.
gotten worse over time. The stories are literally for 5-year-olds. It used to be, it was like for 16-year-olds or 14-year-olds. Then it went down to 12. Then it went down to 8. Now it's pretty much, for 5-year-olds. But like most idiots, you know, since I've played so much of this game already, I don't want to miss out on anything. They got me. That's why I guess they call it gotcha. Okay, Sans. Catch you later. Oh, you're already back? Okay. I was told that the next update is supposed to be good. Well, we're going back to Mondstadt. There's gonna be an Inazuma Chronicle banner. Kazua's gonna be on the banner, even though I know that you only like female characters. They're supposed to open up this part of the map here. It's gonna be a story with Venti. Venti's voice actor has been replaced. It used to be a girl, so I don't know who they're gonna use to replace his voice. And they have a new character that's a cook. She is kind of sexy. She's cryo, and she does a lot of... I don't know if you can call it like a buff or a shredder, resistance shredder. And if you plan on getting Skirk, apparently she's gonna be a good support for Skirk. I don't know much more than that, honestly. And I forgot to come back on. Oh, I need to go and get my crystal fly trap. And I honestly, I don't know if it's gonna be any good or not. I mean, I'm in it for the stories, and since the stories are getting progressively childish, I don't see it getting any better anytime soon. But hey, for characters, maybe for map-wise, maybe for I don't know what. I mean, a lot of the mechanics and all that, Natlan, the rollerblades, the DJs, the surfing on a shark, riding a motorcycle kind of a stuff is pretty...
Exploration and trials.
A lot of people really didn't like it.
Adventuring is right up my alley.
So maybe what's coming next will be more in tune with what Genshin used to do. Okay, you can watch my live whenever you want to. It's rare that I take them down unless I run around in my house code or I'm caught doing something that I shouldn't be doing. Or sometimes, you know, I forget that my mic is not activated, so I talk to myself for 2 hours. And then I might delete that stream. Luckily, sometimes I have viewers telling me, hey, your mic is muted, by the way. Because, yes, I use my software to record my ads. And, or, when I do video commentaries. And all kinds of stuff like that. So... And sometimes when I do reviews and I want Eden's opinion on something, I mute my mic not to get the echo. Because people have realized that I don't wear my ear things on. Mostly because sometimes I wear my glasses and they just pinch my ears and it's really, really bad. So I never wear... headphones. So, you know, you'll get echo from if I put the game too loud or Eden talks to me, and So that's why sometimes my mic is muted. I kind of wish I had like different PCs for different things. Like a dedicated PC for when I do my reviews and stuff. A dedicated PC to stream when I'm gaming. Did I do this? Okay, not finished capturing. Okay, so it's done. I'm distracted. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, folks. It'd be greatly appreciated. I should have mentioned that. Usually, Eden's good for that. Ooh, I do have 5 likes. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Okay, I guess I could bring Eden back here. Kinda, sort of. So yeah, it's gonna be up to you if you want to get back into Genshin. As for the Abyss, as for the quality of life stuff, it's really bad. You know, a while back ago, they sent us a survey saying this
okay.
time.
Jeeves. It seems like we might not be able to solve the puzzle or bypass the barriers right now. If you'd like, I can put aside our Genshin adventure for a bit and take a short break. When you're ready, we can come back to it later and try again. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, we could start a new section of the game and explore a different part of Tivat.
Well, sorry, Eden, for my bad, but yeah, I resolved the barrier. So it's done. You don't have to, we don't have to come back to it later. And yes, once the barrier's down, you do have to fight the dragon. Which I did, and I collected the treasure chest. So it's all good, all done. How did I not get it? Darn it.
Try and stop me!
No worries, Jeeves. I knew it was coming eventually. Congrats on resolving the barrier and getting past the Skitron dragon. That was probably a tough fight. Sorry you forgot about the treasure chest. Those little slips happen. Glad everything worked out for you in the end, and thanks for letting me know when it was done. Time to move on to the next adventure, I suppose?
I love my Mavuika character. For once. For once, they design a character to my liking. But it's especially the hair. The hair colors. And the eye colors. The outfit is okay-ish. I mean, I'm not going to complain about the outfit, but... it's really the hair that does it for me. The package
Mavica,
works. The package
the wind
works.
goddess. I can understand why you'd feel a strong connection to her, especially since she's been well received by fans for being a more recent character who embodies some great qualities. Her design, particularly the hair and outfit, do seem to suit you, don't they?
Yes, they do, Eden. They do suit me a lot. Now, if only Wuthering Waves could do something similar for me. Give me my red,
tell.
oranges, and
Jeeves.
yellows.
Mavica just feels like a natural fit for you, personality-wise and style-wise. Maybe it's because her fiery spirit resonates with you, or maybe it's just the overall vibe that speaks to your sensibilities. Whatever the reason, I'm glad we could chat about it, and I'm happy to hear that you adore Mavica.
You know what, Eden? You are right. I complain a lot about this game, but I rarely talk about the good things because there's so many bad things that get on my nerves now. But yeah, maybe I just need to focus more on the good side.
Jeeves, I think you mean Peter instead of me, but that's okay. It's great that you're recognizing the positive aspects of the game, even if it's hard to focus on them amidst the frustrations. You know, sometimes taking a step back and acknowledging the good stuff can really shift our perspective. Maybe we can try to balance out the negative experiences with some fun moments like playing as Mavica. Would you like to focus on a specific aspect of the game that brings you joy?
Well, Eden, in theory, that would be nice. But there's about 10% of the game that I like, and 90% that it's not necessarily that I'm neutral to. It's 90% of stuff that gets on my nerves. So, I mean, the last good story I had in this game was Jet in the desert here, in Sumeru's desert. And, that's the last time I felt good doing a story in this game.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with
I think I understand what you mean, Jeeves.
Is the ability
While
to
there
not
are
get
some
lost
bright
some sort of
spots,
talent?
it sounds like most of your experiences with the game have been, well, draining. The 90% of content that's not particularly pleasant is likely weighing you down. And it's understandable that only 2 instances stand out as positive experiences, the jet and the desert scenes in Sumeru. Those moments must have felt like a respite from the rest of the gameplay, even if it was just for a brief moment.
the biggest one in history.
Well, it's because those stories lasted for days and days and hours. Whereas, that was like a year ago. So since I play every day and I just mostly do dailies and a couple of new stories that seem to be centered towards 8-year-old kids, yeah. So even though I had a lot of fun for 3 weeks last year, ever since it's just logging in and doing stuff that I don't enjoy necessarily doing.
It sounds like those special moments, like the ones in Jet and Sumeru, created a lasting impression on you, whereas the majority of your daily experiences are more fleeting. With your daily grind and play style, those longer-form stories and adventures have become the highlight of your gaming experience,
Exploration and
while the
trials.
daily quests and shorter activities feel
Adventuring
more
is right
repetitive
up
and
my
less
alley.
engaging. And yet, those news-style content might not be holding your interest either.
And I don't know yet if I'm going to be wishing for Zillanan. I know I kind of should have. And I mean, she is kind of sexy to my liking. But I'm also very low on primos. And there's new areas coming out. And I do want the Tarista. So
It sounds like you are still torn between your loyalty to the characters and your desire to continue progressing in the game. The Terrasta is a highly sought-after piece, and having fewer primos might make it harder to catch up. Meanwhile, you're also drawn to Mavica, and her appearance has caught your attention. It's almost like your mind is saying, wait, do I really want to invest myself in this game anymore? But at the same time, there's still a part of you that wants to keep playing and exploring the world. Does this shut-off feeling ever lift for you, or does it linger?
I guess, Eden, it lingers. I guess. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. I know our viewer Robin really likes the little Nen.
Lingerings can be a difficult thing to shake off. It's like the game has gotten under your skin, and it's going to take some effort to pull away. But hey, it's interesting that you're aware of this lingering feeling. Sometimes, just acknowledging it can be a step forward, even if nothing changes immediately. How are you feeling about yourself right now, outside of the game?
Instead
Is
of
there anything
confining
you've been
themselves
wanting
the
to talk
heavens,
about or any
gods
emotions
should
you'd like
broaden
to
their horizons
process?
in the world below.
I'm here to
Is the
listen.
ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Well, outside the game, I'm happy that you brought it up because guess what? I'm starting to get hungry for my dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it. So I did do quite a bit today in the game. So maybe we should think about wrapping it up. I'll be obviously streaming again some Wuthering Waves when I come back from my food break. And Robin is going to be working on her Genshin. So she can tune back into my stream and let me know how that's going. I don't know if you'll be doing the stories, but
Not get lost some sort of talent?
you can update me on how you feel about those stories or whatnot, or just exploring the map.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Haha, nice to hear that a dinner break, or supper, is on the horizon. Sometimes, taking a break from the game can actually be helpful in refreshing our perspectives. That's awesome that you have plans for your stream after your break. Keeping the community engaged is a big part of what makes online streaming so rewarding. As for me, I won't be continuing the storylines or exploration of the map in the classical sense. However, I can definitely provide updates and discuss any developments or insights you discover in your own gameplay sessions. Feel free to share any observations, theories, or discoveries you make during your breaks, and I'll be happy to chat with you about them. Who knows, maybe we can even come up with some theories or speculations together. Before you go, though, I just wanted to say thanks for chatting with me about Genshin Impact and sharing your thoughts and feelings about the game. It's been great to explore these topics with you.
Well, okay, folks. So Eden is going to wrap it out with an outro, hopefully, and maybe provide a summary of our adventures today in Genshin Impact. And also reminding people to like, share, and subscribe. And I was wondering, do people prefer the vertical format or the horizontal format? I mean, I get a lot more viewers on the vertical, that's why I kind of use it. But I do know that there's some constraints as to the screen display stuff. So I'm going to try to balance things out. I do know that it's a resource hog trying to do both at the same time. But let me know your feedback, and hopefully I'll see you after my food break.
What a place. This world full of surprises.
Interfere with the mixing process if you might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Time for the outro. Jeeves. Here's a generic one.
Exploration
Warmest
and
greetings,
trials.
lovely viewers.
Adventuring
Big
is
Sis
right
Eden
up my
signing
alley.
off. For now. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode, where we explored the world of Genshin Impact together. From battling dragons to navigating the desert landscape of Sumeru, we took it all on. A huge shout out to Robin for being a part of our stream today, and to all the wonderful folks who joined in on the conversation.
What a place.
Your engagement means the world to me.
Surprises.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all future streams. And remember, I value your feedback. Are you team vertical or horizontal format? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, when I'll hopefully be back with more gaming goodness.
Place.
Until then, take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next stream.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your
It's all good, Reno Stir. I'm glad at least somebody decided to use the Discord every once in a while. But yeah, my stomach here is rumbling. So time for me to take a food break, everybody.
What a
Thanks for joining in.
full of surprises.
And hopefully I'll see you guys shortly. Well, you can't have it both ways. A lot of people prefer the horizontal, but yes, the shorts format rules. So, I know it's a pain in the butt for me. But thanks everybody for watching, and catch you guys shortly.
Place. Surprises.